Hey, what's up? This is Jillian.
I'm Lucas.
And we are Lion Babe, and I'm hanging out with my Wonder Woman, Jen, with Ladies First.
What's going on, guys? Your girl Jen from Brooklyn. As you can tell, Ladies First is out of the studio. We are here at the beautiful Noble, New York. Thank you so much for the Noble team for letting me have the Ladies First show here. This might be the premiere spot for all the Ladies First shows, so make sure you keep a lookout for that. Now we are at the end of Women's History Month. I already had the legendary Salt and Pepper, of course the one and only Remy Ma, and I figured let's finish and wrap up this month with a woman who will set history for herself in the music industry. I feel. She's a trailblazer, beautiful, and super talented. Jillian of Lion Babe.
Hello.
Hi, Jillian. So how do you like the ambiance, the beautiful drinks we have here?
Beautiful, lovely. I mean, this is just amazing. I love the color and the shape, and it's pineapple, and it's upside down.
Yeah, there's nothing getting any better than that, right?
Yes.
So Jillian, you know, what I think is so amazing about you is that, well, obviously you're a strong woman, but to be a front woman for a band, I mean, that takes a lot for someone to do. So let's talk about you and the band. Lion Babe you're just one half of the group.
Yes.
There's actually another person in the group, Lucas. So let's talk about how you guys came together and how this all went down.
Yes. So Lucas is known as Astro Raw, and he is my producer and basically, you know, the music maker. I kind of got into singing because I was hearing his music, and we met at a college party, which was my first college party ever, and it was just like through a mutual friend, and basically I was very awkward, and I heard the music and I happened to like it, so I was like, oh, asked my friend who is this, and they're like, oh, it's that dude on the couch. So I literally went over to Lucas, introduced myself, I was like, hey, I like your music, that's all I said. And then years later, we reconnected through the same friend back in New York because he grew up there. And yeah, we basically just kind of naturally started talking about creating things. I was like going to school for dance at the time, so I needed someone to score a dance piece. And I didn't know anyone else who really made music besides Lucas, so I asked if he was into that, and he was. And then that just kind of went really nice, and we just started talking about other things in music, and I was like, you know, I've always been thinking about singing, but it wasn't really until I heard his sound that I was like,
because you were primarily just dancing, like that
yeah,
was your thing.
I literally wasn't really singing. I think just being in New York, my school had a lot of performance art, so I was definitely just exploring all of that, like trying to sing, and you know, I definitely had pieces where I would have to like act or say stuff, spoken word, all that stuff. So I think it all just came at a good time that I was trying to explore that more, and I knew that if I ever did music, I wanted to write it and just kind of have it come from me naturally. So it kind of just worked out, and then we just started making music. Just he had a bunch of beats, and he would play me stuff, and you know, Treat Me Like Fire was our first thing we ever did, and that's kind of the thing that triggered everything else, because we realized, you know, this was really fun, but also it's good. We like it. We're like, if we were just people looking for music, like we would like that, you know.
So how long does it take you to do your hair, by chance? It looks amazing.
On a day where I was going to drink a golden pineapple like today, it would be like around an hour or two.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, just, I mean, I definitely get help from friends, which is amazing. But it's just a lot of curling and a lot of like individual picking out, and you know, and depending on what you want to do, it's just a lot of hair, so it's a lot to deal with.
It's fabulous.
Thank
I just
you.
love it. I wish I had it. You know,
It's nice. Once it's done, it's nice.
I was trying to tease mine to look like yours, but it just didn't work out too well.
Well, we have the same Goldie tones.
Yes,
so it's good.
And you're also in a unique situation too, because I've had guests who've had famous parents on my show as well. So also try to separate yourself from your mother, who is the gorgeous and wonderful Vanessa Williams.
CW.
Like, how, as you as a child, did you know about your mother's success? Did you know that she was this famous woman? And how are you trying to kind of set yourself apart from that? Do you, a lot of kids, they try to stay away from it. They want to be their own person.
Totally.
Okay, so that's what you are. I don't know.
Yeah,
if you
I mean, I think you know, life has a very interesting way of doing things, and my goal, I knew for a very long time that my mom was, you know, someone important in some ways. I think my town was very small, so once people learned about it, it was a thing for a second, and then they got over it, and she was just like everyone else, because you know, it's just like the town is small, everyone knows everyone. But then you would have to do that one more time when you go to middle school and you join with the new kids. So the new kids find out, and then high school, and the other kids find out. So, I mean,
was that annoying growing up?
Of course. I mean, it almost wasn't even annoying. It was a good lesson of kind of learning how to read people really quick, because what would you want out of me as a little 9-year-old girl or something? But you can tell when people know something, and they sit down and the first thing they ask you is, oh, what do your parents do? Like literally the first thing they ask you. So I think just certain things like that made me read people well. And then, I mean, I feel that I wanted to just be my own person for the longest. My mom and dad never really wanted to push me in any direction. I think I'm just very surrounded by creative people, like between my mom's profession, my dad, my aunts and uncles, they're all kind of creative in some aspect. So it was kind of just, it felt natural, and it felt like, oh, well, I love that she writes, and I love that he paints and all this stuff. So it just felt right, but I knew I wanted to do my own way, and I think that's why dance really took over, because my mom was a singer and she was an actress. So I think I was like, well, that's too intimidating to take on as a young girl. I'm like, I could never be my mom. So I'll dance. And then, you get, as you grow, you get more kind of comfortable in that. And I was becoming really confident as a dancer and loving that. But then knowing that, there's so many untapped ways of me expressing myself that I haven't really done. And I knew that, okay, that is like my mom, but it's never gonna, it's just me, and I'm her, and it's okay. It's okay to like carry on a legacy of a family, and she's like so happy. And that was the one thing also. I'm like, I don't want to like piss her off by having to do like anything that she's like, had problems doing, It's just, but it's just interesting. So now we're very much connected, and I love her support, and it's really fun.
So you guys just dropped a album, Begin.
Begin.
Yes. So you can tell us about Begin to everyone who hasn't heard yet.
Yes, Begin is our first album ever. It feels amazing to have it out. It's been a very long time coming. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it is kind of what we started to work on as soon as we started and finished Treat Me Like Fire. It was just like, okay, let's keep going. We had so much to do. We had one song, signed off of one song. So within that whole period of time, you have to write enough music to even be able to kind of figure out what's going on and what do you want to focus on and what songs are good. So we just had to I don't know, it just getting kind of thrown into everything, and being on tour with Disclosure, and all that stuff was so fun, and it made us grow so quick. But we knew with that first album, we're just like, there's these early songs that we've had for a minute that we really want to just have a home. Along with kind of the new where we're going. So where do we go? And so, so yeah, it kind of just, it all fit together, and we wanted to just have something that was a real journey. But we do feel like we're just getting started. So that's why Begin was the appropriate title.
It's a perfect title, and make sure you get it. It is out now. I asked Jillian to kind of send me some things that inspired her to be the woman she is today. So I'm gonna just show these images to you. Okay. And you let me know the first thing that pops to your mind and why it resonates with you so much, okay? Erykah Badu.
Yes. This album, first of all, this artwork is amazing. I think even this image alone I would look at and think about a lot, just because it's, Erykah is just amazing. She's an amazing artist, and it's funny, when I was little, I think I was just, in the car with my mom, and I would hear all these artists and their albums and not really put two and two together. And then later in college, I kind of started to really know what I was listening to. And I realized that Erykah was just, I had been listening to it forever, So, I just think she writes so honestly, and she's just expressive and does what she wants. And I think that's always an inspiration, someone who's just, also trying to heal things, and her music's positive, but it's cool. And I think that was something that I definitely was attracted to and felt that was lacking. In the music, a lot of times you want to be able to play something to anyone and have them be able to still think it's cool. Like Michael Jackson could do that. The queens and kings of music could do that. So I just felt like we should try that, and that's what Begin is also.
And I hear a lot of her in you, for sure, the inspiration behind it. And you also sent me Frank Ocean's Channel Orange.
Yes. I was just listening to that yesterday.
Were you really?
I was.
How does this inspire you to be the woman you are
I
today?
mean, I also think that he is just an incredible writer, and I loved the album, like, and kind of all the topics, and I don't know, it was just something that was, as I was dancing a lot and just living on my own in New York, I was listening to all the time, and obviously, like, Pink Matter was a really big song for me. Obviously, I love Andre as well, and yeah, I just kind of always listened to that record and loved how poetic it was, and I felt that I wanted to write like that too. So he definitely inspired me to kind of start taking risks within things I was writing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and that obviously when you take a risk, it feels nice, so it makes me a stronger woman.
It sure does. Talk about it, ladies first.
Yes. My senior thesis was this piece called Tracks with my best friend, and it was all about, you know, myself and my identity, my hair, the way I dressed, and there's a choreographer, Pina Bausch, and she is like one of my biggest inspirations just as an artist, but she kind of always dealt with like the female body and would have, you know, women running across the stage and sliding on like rocks and water in gowns, like just like Amazonian women. It was just amazing. I just loved the whole look of everything, and it just made me think of, you know, how graceful women need to be, or are like told to be, but how strong and really wild we really are at the same time.
Tell me the moment when this happened at Soul Train.
Oh my God! Yeah.
She finally met her idol.
I finally met Erica. So yeah, we found out so last minute that we were playing the Soul Train Awards, and it was so exciting just because I think for Lion Babe, we're such a soul band. That's how we like to identify, and it was just such a special thing to know that that was going to be our first like TV thing, and we just got so excited. So, and then I found out she was hosting, which I was already excited about because I was like, this is going to be so much better than any other Soul Train. The fact that she's hosting, so that when we knew we were going, we were just like, oh my God, I hope we see her. And we saw her backstage because she had this little kind of like tented area where she was doing all of her quick changes. And the guy who actually does my hair does her hair, so for sometimes, but especially for that show because he's really good at amazing, incredible hairdos, which she definitely does for some big appearances. And so yeah, we were going over to stage, and she basically was in there changing, and I didn't want to like disturb her or anything, but Chucky saw me and he ran in. He's like, oh my God, and she, I guess, was excited to meet me, and I was like, what? She's excited to meet me? And then we just met and hugged, and she said I had peace fingers, which I don't know what that means. Peace fingers, yeah? I don't know what it means. She looked at my hands and said that, and looked at her friend and told me that, and I was just like, okay, like I have no idea what it means, but I actually love it. I don't know.
That's interesting.
My grandma also likes my hands, so thank you, hands.
Peace fingers. That's interesting. I definitely don't have those, but
I'm sure she has a whole like alphabet special to her also. Yeah. So I mean, it was just great to kind of feel embraced, and she was just like, I love what you've been doing, and you know. And then we did the performance, and Chucky took like a video, and she's in the back just like saying, everyone watch this, you gotta watch her. And I was like,
so
oh my
dope.
God. Yeah, so it was all amazing, and she's been, it's just so nice to have support from one of your idols. You know, the same with Wonder Woman. Working with Pharrell was unreal, to work with a hero. So I think all of that makes you feel just better when you have mentors and you have people embrace you and, you know, just let you know you're in the right path. Like, just keep going, you know.
And you sure are. I'm telling you guys, be on the lookout for Lion Babe. Their album Begin is out now. Yay. Make sure you download Wonder Woman, which is the female anthem. Strong women out there. While we sip on our gorgeous rose gold and pineapple juices.
I know.
Jillian, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me. It was wonderful.
I do gotta ask you to do something though.
Okay.
I always have my guests do this. It's called a game, this or that.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
After a sip.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Kick it in the East Village or party it up in the Meatpacking District?
Kick it in the East Village.
Lunch at Cat's Diner or Miss Lily's?
Miss Lily's.
Treat me like fire or jump high?
Treat me like fire.
Erykah Badu or Jill Scott?
Badu.
I shouldn't even ask that because I know you're a super fan.
I love Jill Scott. I really do. She's incredible.
Get musical advice from Tina Turner or Shaka Khan?
Ooh. Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka. Hotter on a guy, boxer or briefs?
Briefs.
Briefs. Dirty Dancing or Save the Last Dance?
Oh man, I think Save the Last Dance today. That's how I'm feeling.
Okay. I get actually it's because it's two of your mother's songs that I love. Colors of the Wind or Save the Best for Last?
Oh my gosh, Colors of the Wind.
Yeah, me too.
It's Pocahontas.
So, yes, Pocahontas. What's worse, losing your voice for 2 months or your hair not being able to fluff up for 2 months?
Oh, definitely losing my voice for 2 months.
You could do without the hair?
Yes.
Okay. And 2 more questions. Have your album go diamond or be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Oh man, I think go diamond.
Instead of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, really?
Well, because then hopefully that would come later.
That's true.
I don't know. Because then I could like start my own Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or something like that.
Talk about it, truth be told. Final question. If Erykah Badu asked you to go on tour, but then your mom asked you to come with her to the Oscars where she was nominated, who do you pick?
My mom.
Mommy all the way.
Yeah.
Even if Erykah asked you to go on tour.
I mean, well, hopefully I try to work it out and do both. You know, be like, can I miss that show that day and then come meet you?
That's a great answer. You're going to be with your mom all the way.
Yeah, definitely. If she invited me to the show, she probably would bring her husband or something.
She'll be mad as hell if you weren't there.
But yeah, that would be more likely. I would probably watch it and be really supportive, but maybe wouldn't be there.
Cool.
Or maybe I would sing to her with Erykah on stage at the Oscars.
There it is.
To my mom.
There it is.
There we go.
Thank you, Jillian, for taking part of this or that.
Oh, no problem.
And we're actually going to make a pit stop right now to one of the locations that you said inspired you to be the woman you are today. It's actually a spot in New York City, in the East Village, and we're about to go check that out right now.
All right.
All right, Jillian, so you brought us here in the East Village to Tompkins Square Park. Now explain to me how this was so important to you becoming the woman you are today.
Well, you know, I'm definitely a nature girl. I grew up in Westchester, so being in the city is always super fun, but it's definitely a change, and I love a time to just kind of be outside and be with myself and my thoughts. And yeah, I mean, throughout college, I went to the new school, so that was kind of the west side, but I had a lot of friends living in the East Village, so I'd find myself here, whether it was rehearsing for stuff just outside or during the summer. It's really wild. It's just like everyone's playing and reading and messing around. Like the dog park is obviously a good spot to go for me.
Yes, she brought her lovely little friend with her.
Yeah, this is Dewey, the love of my life. She gets me through everything.
So cute. I love it.
And yeah, so I would just come here and write and read and just kind of always check in. Whenever I travel, I love to come here and just sit down, and it's a really good place to people watch. Like there's so many different characters, and you know, I just think New York has such an interesting just palette of people and inspiration. So it's always good to kind of center yourself in the middle of all of it and just see what stories that you want to kind of write about from it. There's young kids over here, and then you got kind of like the squatters that always sit in that one part of the park, and then you kind of have like the other people that get their big lunches and like make picnics and stuff. So it's nice to just see that everyone can kind of be in this space together. And I mean, I wasn't here in like the 80s and stuff, but this park I think went through a lot. There was just like, you know, there used to be a lot of druggies and everything here. So it's just crazy that it's lasted as long, and it's still a place where everyone feels like they can just be themselves here.
And now, Jillian and also her bandmate Lucas is going to bless us and the viewers with a special performance back at Hot
I'm feeling funny, feeling high. They're looking at me, yeah, I don't mind. Now it is easy to walk on by. I don't want what you got, so you better move along. I ain't gonna break for that, I'm a Wonder Woman. Watch out, I ain't gonna take all that, I'm a Wonder Woman. That'll get you nowhere. You don't wanna see what happens when I get provoked. See me spin around, see me swing my golden robe. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I got power. I see signs. They shouting, honey, yeah. Watch your behind. They can't catch me, 'cause I'm too strong, too strong. They don't want what I got, never leaving me alone. I ain't gonna break for that, I'm a Wonder Woman. Watch out, I ain't gonna take all that, I'm a Wonder Woman. That'll get you nowhere, you don't wanna see what happens when I get the vote. Go on and try me, you can't catch me, you just smoke and smoke. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got power. I see signs. They shouting, honey, watch your behind. They can't catch me, yeah, 'cause I'm too strong, too strong. They don't want what I got, never leaving me alone. I ain't gonna break, I'm a Wonder Woman. Watch out, I ain't gonna take all that, I'm a Wonder Woman, yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, I'm a Wonder Woman. Where my Wonder Women? La 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 la.
Yes! Lion Babe! Woo! Yes! Killed it, Jillian.
Thank
Lucas
you.
in the back. I'm sure you guys caught him doing all the magic tricks back here. Yes, the perfect song to end Women's History Month on Ladies First, Hot 97. Let them know where you can find your stuff at.
You can find us on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. Our album's out. It's called Begin. And we love it. So,
Any last words, Lucas?
Yeah, man. Thanks, Hot 97, for having us. Women's Month.
And we love New York.
Yes, ladies, download the record. Wonder Woman, Lion Babe. Hot 97's Ladies First.